Okay, so we have multiple breaking news coming out. We're gonna start with this one first. Marjorie Taylor Greene urges U.S. president to pardon Derek amid report that Minnesota is gearing up for civil unrest if it happens. But it's not only Minnesota, multiple states are gearing up because if this happens, if Donald pardons Derek, we've seen what happened in 2020. You guys saw all these stores, Targets, and small businesses. I mean, it was just mayhem. So you have one side is saying don't do it, the other side is saying do it, Donald. So we're gonna get to all this, and I did post a video of this. I went live, but we have more updates. Someone did mention that there's a possibility, this could lead to martial law, because if things start escalating in multiple states, if Donald pardoned Derek, it could lead to possibly martial law. All right, guys. Before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Guys, in the comments box, there's going to be a link. Patrick Humphrey, amazing YouTuber. I've been watching his content for many years. He had posted a video. His wife is not doing well and needs prayer. So I'm going to leave the GoFundMe link, and I'm going to also leave the video that he just posted today. Please pray for Patrick wife, and also pray for Patrick and the family. Um, Again, guys, in this channel, as a Christian, we do help a lot of people. We share GoFundMe and stuff like that, and to help those who are in need, and we also pray for those who need prayers. So again, please pray for Patrick's wife, and again, pray for the family. Patrick, if you're watching this video, me and my wife send prayers to you and your wife. We pray that Jesus heals your wife, and that your wife and your beautiful children come happiness and peace. So I'm praying for your wife, and I know you mentioned that she's pregnant. We also pray that her pregnancy goes well. And again, we are praying for you, brother. If you need anything, again, my email is in the description box. All right, so the link to the GoFundMe and the his video will be in the comments box. All right, so this is what Tim Walz, I think this is the mayor of Minneapolis. Yeah, so Tim Walz, the governor. Minnesota officials, including Governor Tim Walz and Mayor Jacob, are preparing for unrest if Donald pardons Derek, you know who. Again, you guys already know who this man is. He's the one that had his knee on, again, George. All right, so I'm not going to say too much. So you have Ben Shapiro and Marjorie Taylor. No, Ben Shapiro too? Wow. And Marjorie Taylor Greene pushed for a pardon, citing the 11th. Again, I'm going to skip all that information, that this individual, he has certain in his system. All right. So here's the thing. We did talk about this back in 2020. Here's the thing. They keep saying that George has certain things in his system, but the problem here is that Derek had his knee in the dude's neck. It was not necessary to have that knee on him for that long. I'm just saying. A lot of people's not going to agree with me. Some people will agree. But again, It just the way the video says it all. So I believe, I think Donald should stay away from this. Donald should stay away from this. Just move on to something else. Stay away from all this. People's gonna be like, "Wow, Lewis, I can't believe you just said that." Here's the thing, guys, is that again the video says it all. All right, and Derek should have just stood up and just let the man be in the ground. He was cuffed and all that. He should have just left him there and just just wait for backup. I mean, he did have backup too, so it wasn't necessary to do all that crazy stuff. But again, Donald does not want to deal with all this rise of repeat of 2020. So what do you guys think? Leave comments down below on this story here. So it says, so this is coming out from, yeah, so the governor. Hmm. So hold on. This is okay, so this is from 2020. So it says here there was no life, injuries identified. And they found like certain thing in his bloodstream. If that was the case, why put the knee on the individual's neck like that? I don't know, guys. What again? Leave comments down below. Leave comments down below. What are your thoughts? Again, once again, you do have the National Guards, the National Guard, and police prepare for possible event with the possibility of Donald pardon for Derek. Like I said, if that happens, then Donald's gonna have to activate martial law because the entire sleeping giant will be hell. I mean, it's just going to look bad. I mean, like really bad. All right, guys. I do have some more information about Derek, but let me just show you some of this stuff here. All right, so it says Iran is ready to sign a nuclear deal with certain condition with Donald in exchange for lifting economic sanctions. A top advisor to Persia's supreme leader told the NBC News. But the problem here, this information just came out not too long ago. All right, so this was posted 11:24 p.m. All right, so it was like 6 hours later. So over 200 Republican members of Congress, 52 senators, and 177 House representatives have penned a letter to Donald, the president, urging him to remain committed to the complete dismantlement of the Persian nuclear enrichment program, even for energy purposes, and to not sign a new nuclear deal that buys time for Persia to quietly continue its nuclear program, like the 2015 JCPOA established under Barack. Now, I didn't talk to my wife about this. I'm like, maybe they already produced one or two nuclear and they just going to dismantle the rest. I mean, there's a possibility. Maybe Persia just build two nukes and say, you know what, we got two. That's good enough. So again, there's a possibility they might have already built something. All right, so let me just bring this up really quick here. We got a breaking news. The Bear delegation has arrived in Istanbul, reports RT. All right, so you guys know today is a very important day, May 15th. You do have some very important people that is going to Jeez, hold on. Look at this. From Moscow and went all the way down here and then did a zigzag. I mean, it's just, man, that's all the way down. They can't do that because, okay, because Crane will possibly hit that bird. So that's the reason why they did all that crazy turns and stuff like that. But again, you have Zelensky and some very important people to talk about ending the war between Moscow and Kiev. Okay, we do have some more breaking news. Give me a second here. Hmm. This information is coming out. All right, so I'm not saying it's well. Suge Knight is the one that's saying it. Suge Knight said that Donald may pardon Diddy if convicted. Suge Knight said. All right, so this is not again. Donald didn't say anything. This is all Suge Knight. I just want to clear that out because a lot of people are saying that Donald's gonna pardon him. No, Donald never said anything about pardoning him. All right, so let's see what's going on in this news here. All right, so Marjorie Taylor Greene has joined calls for Donald to pardon Derek, the ex Minneapolis cop convicted in, you know what, of George. Mm. It says here, she claimed Wednesday that George, who passed after Derek knelt on his neck for 9 minutes, that's a very long time, 9 minutes, a chilling encounter captured on video, had actually passed of an over, you know what, I'm going to skip the name, a conclusion that goes against the findings of a Minnesota medical examiner. Here's the thing though. George said he couldn't breathe. Okay. And if someone says, hey, I can't breathe, what do you do? You try to, again, just remove the knee and try to turn him sideways or something. Do something. But no, he just kept there for 9 minutes. I'm just saying, guys. I'm just saying. It just, you know, like I said, some people's not going to agree with me. But there was other way of dealing with this problem. The one I saw in the video, that wasn't a way of dealing the problem. I strongly support Derek, it says here, being pardoned and released from prison. Green, a Georgia Republican, wrote on X, George passed of a, you know what, overdose. The problem is it's the way that he handled the situation. I again, it just seems something like that. It just not. So it says here, such a pardon will not set Derek free. However, he will still have to spend 2 decades behind bars because of his state charges. Something Minnesota Governor Tim, you guys already know, this is the one that that was running for VP, reminded reporters of on Tuesday. If Donald exercises his constitutional right to do so, whether I agree and I strongly disagree with him, if he issues that pardon, we will simply transfer Derek to serve out his 22 and a half years in a prison in Minnesota. So either way, they can't do nothing. They just can't. They just can't. Again, what are your thoughts, guys? Leave comments down below. Like I said, you know, Donald should stay away from this because this is going to backfire really bad. And, you know, then things will start looking like 2020 and possibly declare martial law. It's just going to be a big mess. For now, Derek is being held at the Federal Correctional Institution, Big Spring in Texas, a low-security prison. He was transferred there after an inmate... Give me a second here, guys. Hold on. He was transferred there after an inmate at his initial facility FCI Tuscan in Arizona. What? No. I missed that part. I didn't know he was hit 22 times. He was transferred there after an inmate at his initial facility in Arizona. He got hit 22 times. Wow. Donald said in March he was not considering a pardon for Derek, but added it was an issue he had not yet thought about. He has pardoned the J6. Again, that's a different ballgame there. And other controversial figures in MAGA 2.0, including the Silk Road founder Ross. Now it says here some of the right, who commentator like Ben Shapiro have long argued Derek should not have been charged with this, I'm going to skip the name here. This largely stems from a note in George, again, the result report that said that this man has certain things in his system, again, certain drug stuff. Consumption may have increased the likelihood of George passing during his encounter with Derek. Okay, fine. They found something in his blood, and again, it was something very strong, fentanyl. All right. The problem here, ladies and gentlemen, that he made it a lot worse by keeping his knee 9 minutes. And again, look, I'm not down with seeing something like that when it comes to, proper training. I mean, that thing right there should be, again, it just, headlocks and stuff like that. I mean, that's something that I don't agree with. I think that submission, whatever they call that knee thing, I think it's not necessary. It's not necessary. It's not. All right, so it says here, May 25, 2020 incident stemmed from George's use of a counterfeit $20 bill to purchase cigarettes at a convenience store. A bystander recorded Derek ignoring George's pleas that he could not, as Derek knelt on his neck. A clip which set off nationwide the BL, who, in the final summer of Donna's first term. And boy, oh boy, they made a lot of money. I don't know. From George, it went to BL, M, and they made a lot of money. And I forgot all about George. I'm like, oh, man, wow. I forgot all this started because of George. But again, the BL, they had a different type of route. Again, they receive all this money from Nike and all, and it's supposed to go to the community, but instead, the leader of that organization bought a mansion where there's only white people living in that area. It was just all messed up. So it was just so confusing. But again, that organization took that ching ching, and it should have gone to like those who need it. But again, you guys know all that was political stuff. It was just a whole different ball game. All right, so Donald, once again, give me a second here, guys. So Donald condemned 2020 demonstration that became destructive or lawlessness, but he never defended Derek conduct. A Derek pardon would require Donald to reverse his stance on a situation from 5 years ago. All Americans were rightly sickened and revolted by the brutal event of George, Donald said at the time. My administration is fully committed that for George and his family, justice will be served. He will not have passed in vain. Okay. So Donald said his condolences. And he said justice will be served. That right there says it all. And guess what? Justice has been served. He's facing 22 something years. Donald, let it go. Just move on. Move on. You're doing great out there in the Mid East. You worked a deal with Saudi Arabia. You worked a deal with Qatar and the UAE, uh, the UEA, the United Emirates. I totally forgot the name. But again, he's doing great. I think he needs to avoid this. Let it go. Justice has been served. Let the case rest. That's it. Let the family, again, family, again, don't do that to the family. But just let it go. Again, what are your thoughts, guys? I mean, for me, it's just like I said, Donald just putting himself in a tough spot. It's just gonna be, it ain't gonna be good. Breaking news. We got a breaking news, and boy, oh boy, this picture does not look good. The sun. There's something wrong with the sun. And I tell you what's wrong with it. It's Bible prophecy. There will be signs in the sun, the moon, and the stars. A massive solar storm triggered global blackouts worldwide. The sun just threw a cosmic temper tantrum that reportedly knocked out radio communication across Europe, Asia, and the Mideast, and space weather expert warned this is only the opening act. It's just the tip of the iceberg, ladies and gentlemen. A monster X2.7 class solar flare erupted from sunspot AR4087 Tuesday morning, blasting charged particles at Earth and plunging entire regions into communication dead zone for hours. The same angry sunspot followed up with smaller but still impressive M5.3 and M7.74 class flares, and it's rotating into prime Earth blasting position. Scientists are bracing for more radio blackouts, GPS disruption, and potential power grid issues as our sun continues its celestial assault. Last month, cannibal solar eruption that lit up skies from Scotland to Antarctica was apparently just practice. Boom. And there will be signs in the sun, the moon, and the stars in the heavens. And Jesus also mentioned that there would be wars and rumors of wars, kingdom against kingdom, nation against nations. There would be famines, there would be earthquakes, there would be pestilence, there would be all these events in various places. Exciting times of Bible prophecy. If you are a Christian, you know what time it is. This has to happen. The Great Shakening. Give me a second here, guys. I'm looking for some more information. Please share the video, guys, and thank you again for your support. Thank you so much for your support. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to see if there's any more updates, but someone said that we just had another event. We just had the strongest solar flare of 2025. Okay, so guys, look at this. All right, so you see that? You see that? Ooh. Wow. I don't know, guys. I just feel like the sun is aging and it's seeing its end. That's what it is. Guys, I want to bring this one up too, okay? Please be prepared. If you live out there in the Midwest, please start preparing immediately. I did post a video today over at the Real GS News. Enhanced risk of severe weather across the Missouri Ohio River valleys for day to Friday. All hazards will be significant with expected mixed storm mode that will be capable of damaging winds up to 75 miles per hour. Large, very large hail, and several tornadoes, likely with some being strong EF2 plus during the afternoon, evening. Stay weather aware across the area. Please be safe out there, and please prepare. Just again, worst case scenario, make sure you stock up on candles, fill up the gas tank, make sure you have some food, like cans of food, just in case lights goes out. Make sure you stock up on water. Again, just make sure you get all that, preparation kit stuff. Hmm. Donna had a good time. Man, he said a great day in Saudi Arabia. One thing I noticed, those people are tall. Man, Donald is like 6'3", right? But the prince, Saudi Arabia, he's like 6 foot. I mean, 6'5" or 6'6". And then he went to Qatar or the UAE, and he met someone else who was a lot taller. I'm like, man, those people are really tall. All right, let me just refresh the page here. Give me 1 second. Hmm. We have this coming out. Rubio. Rubio. All right, so he's the one that was sent to Turkey. Donald is not going there. Rubio is out there in Turkey, and with the, you got the Russian delegation out there. So, yeah, they're gonna try to work some peace, something out. But they better figure something out really quick because it just seems like the U.S. is getting really tired of all this. Um, all right, guys, I think I'm gonna end it here. It seems like this is all the information. But I will keep you updated with all these news here. Once again, please share the video. Yeah, so it seems like this is all of it here. Now, once again, the solar flare, all that, the signs of the sun is just the beginning. Experts are saying there's going to be a lot more to come. So we are definitely seeing the signs of the sun. We are definitely seeing Bible prophecy. Amazing time um, that we are living. So we don't know the day or hour. We don't know when Jesus is coming, but we are seeing the signs. And it's very important, brothers and sisters out there, please share the gospel, share the good news. Many people need to start repenting, and Jesus is coming. I do believe the rapture is imminent. Have a good night, guys. Thank you so much for watching. For those of you that want to send us letters, a prayer request, you send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Once again, guys, $5 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream once a month. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Put your faith and trust in Jesus Christ, for He's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father except through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.